This video is brought to you by Battlezoo Ancestry's Dragons, the book that lets you play as a dragon. Written by Pathfinder veteran Mark Seifter, this book adds over 45 new dragon playable ancestries to Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Order now at battlezoo.com. So the next question is, can I intentionally fail a saving throw? And I guess by extension, if the answer is yes to that, is there a possibility of critically failing there, or is it just a fail? Or what's your take on a character who would want to intentionally fail a saving throw?
Generally, you can't intentionally fail or intentionally be hit. If you're looking for, something that you can use at your table, and again, this is like, there's not a hard and fast rule for this because we don't think it's necessarily healthy for there to be, an unqualified rule for that sort of thing. But if you look at the Gliminal, it has a sidebar that kind of talks about, what you might do if you're a willing creature, because it can heal you until you die. So one of the ways you could potentially get around that is if, the fighter smacks you and takes away some of those extra hit points. So this sidebar kind of says, oh, actually, I've got it written down. I'll just read the exact text. There aren't default rules for a creature choosing to be hit, but you can allow an ally to improve their outcome by 1 degree of success against a willing target, or allow the target to worsen the result of their saving throw by 1 step. So that's a guideline, not a rule, but that's one that you could implement in your game if there's a reason someone needs to fail a saving throw that isn't just exploiting some weird rules loophole they think they found.
Right. Now, I think where I saw it come up previously had to do with a barbarian who had some sort of ability. Forgive me, I forget specifically which one it was, but had an ability that was based on the amount of hit points that they had. So they might want to lose a little more in order to trigger a certain ability.
That's one where it's kind of like, look at that one carefully, because it might just be kind of cheesy and weird. On the other hand, I think that there's like, someone casts calm emotions and the barbarian wants to not get calmed. There might be a reasonable, hold on, that's backwards. If someone is trying to make people more angry and the barbarian wants to be more angry, and it's an enemy doing it or something, where it's like they're clearly just doing it because they want the dramatic moment and the character building moment. I think that's the kind of case where it'd be fine to just say, all right, sure, you're gonna drop your save result by 1 degree of success. I think that's reasonable in that case. The other example, I don't know, I would look pretty askance at that, and definitely would leave that into the GM's call.
So there you have it. As always, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank everyone who supports this channel by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, subscribing to the Patreon, leaving comments, sharing the videos with your friends. Everything the community does to support me is greatly appreciated. I also, of course, want to thank Mr. Logan Bonner for his time answering questions with us. And with that, thanks for watching, take care, and happy gaming.